Hello, everyone. Britta Provost here, coming to you live from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I am so excited to share a few tips with you on how to recycle your content. So one of the biggest things that I hear from clients and other people is that it's so hard to come up with new content. So when is it appropriate and how can you recycle your content? So welcome to Facebook. This is streaming on Instagram and YouTube and LinkedIn. I'd love to hear a hi in the comments, or if you want to let me know where you are jumping on from, give me a little shout out. So let's get into some good tips about recycling your content. And if you hang out until the end, I have even more details for you that you can check out. So first of all is having compelling content to start with. So starting with good content. And here's a really quick tip hint. I like to use the so what method. And that means when you go through and read the content that you have posted, get to the end of it, read it, and put yourselves in the shoes of your audience and say to yourself, so what? Is there something in there that I would actually care about? If you get to the end of it and say, meh, it's not really something that I might really care about or engage with, then maybe perhaps skip it. So starting with really, really good content so that you can know what content to build upon later is a really good place to start as far as recycling your content. Number two is looking at your insights. So you have insights on your Instagram account, you have insights on your Facebook business page, there are insights on your LinkedIn pages. So see which content your audience is actually engaging with. So when you're, just starting out, or maybe you're really starting to look at some of the analytics, obviously you can use that so what method to start building that content bank. And then you can look at your analytics and see what is the content that's actually doing really, really well. Now, those are just not exactly how you recycle, but those are good places to start. So number three is if you're starting with a longer post, so let's say you're posting to Facebook and you have a little bit longer post, you can then turn that into shorter posts for either your 24-hour stories. You can turn it into an infographic using Canva, or just creating a very small graphic from that. You can use part of that in your email newsletter. And also, you can go back and look. So let's say you go back even 6 months. You can look at your content, see which ones have done well in the last 6 months, and you can take that content that you've already published and then just tweak it a little bit using that so what method and recycle the content. So content that's been gone, on your pages for 6 months to a year, I think that's great to go ahead and recycle that content. You just want to freshen it up a little bit. And I highly recommend using some kind of content scheduler. We use eClincher, you can use Hootsuite, Buffer, there's Sprout Social. So you can have an easy way to go back and look at all of that content on your pages and recycle them. So that's what I said you could do with like a longer post and some of your older posts to go through and recycle those. Well, if you end up doing a video, let's say like this, then you can create from a video. There are some transcribing options, like you can get that automatically transcribed. There is a company called Rev, REV.com. They will take a video. They have, lots of different programs, somewhere around like $1 a minute, and then you can have it transcribed into text. There are also some automatic programs. If you upload your videos to YouTube, you can get some of those transcriptions for free. And then you can turn those into, again, portions of your newsletter, Or you can do it, let's say, turn it into a podcast. There are programs where you can separate the audio from the actual video, or you can type it as a blog post with the video transcription. So those are just a few ideas as far as recycling your content. Number one, start with good content. Number two, look at your insights. And then take those posts, longer posts from 6 months to a year, repurpose those and freshen them up a little bit, put them back on your pages, and then you can take those longer posts and make them into shorter infographics, as I mentioned, and like your 24-hour stories. So this was just a little teaser on recycling your content. If you want to know more, you can go to our Be Social, Be Seen podcast. We talk about all things social media. And by we, I don't mean the royal we, I mean myself and Kyle Rutley. So both of us own social media firms in the Coeur d'Alene area, and we have partnered up to give you all of our, wonderful tips and tricks that you can help implement as a DIYer. And obviously, we are here to help you for any of your marketing social media goals that you have. So be sure to check that out. I have that in the link in the comments and the description. I will make sure to get that link to you. So episode 22, we went into a long part about how you can recycle content, even more ideas for you. So thanks so much for joining me. Appreciate it, and go out and have an amazing day.